Hey guys, so I'm here just chilling at home. Thought I'd make another video for you guys. It's a video about a bait that I used last year. Got to test it out from one of my other sponsors, and it was great. And that bait would be Stinky Fingers. It's a sponge bait, but it's not like your ordinary sponge bait. Essentially, and these are packages I've opened from last year. This is gonna be is this 4-inch? This is the 4-inch Crown Watermelon Red Flake. I believe it's 4-inch. Could be even 5. But there it is right there. So like as I was saying, like it's a decently sized bait. But what it's got in the center of it, which in this bait it is right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Anyways, there's a little bait. Actually, I'll get it in the salamander. What it is impregnated with real like crayfish oils and fish oils, and essentially what it is right here. You can see the holes. And there's like a darker piece right here. That orange in between there is actually a sponge, and that sponge absorbs all of the scent that is put into a bag here. Now the bag uniquely itself is action packed, like it's all in the bottom here. It's all just packed with that juice. Awesomely enough, and it worked a lot of the time. When the bass, it starts wearing off a couple times throughout the day, you know, fish with it for 2 hours, not getting much, you need to get the scent back on. It's perfect. Put it back in the bag. Close the bag up, give her a squeeze, get it all the way down there, take it back out, it's brand new. All reloaded with scent because of that sponge. That sponge just absorbs it, makes it a whole ton of a lot better to fish. This one's a little better, you can actually see the juices inside. This is on June bug color crayfish. Can't really see the sponge in that one, it's pretty black. But yeah, like, I don't know if you can see the sponge there even. There it is. So it's right towards, in the neck of the salamander there. It's an amazing bait. I can't say anything better about it. These lizards actually got me 2, 3, 4 pound bass. The crayfish are really good thrown around cover, obviously, especially pitching into cover. You've got the worms too. We've got curly tail worms. They've got ended up getting the June bug color worms. And I'm not a big worm guy. I don't know if you know the style of fishing I do, but I am not a big worm guy, and I wish I was. I honestly wish I was. I've thrown this so much. This is a long bait. I've thrown this, and I think I've caught a couple little bass off it, you know, dinks, but nothing of size. I can't get it off this worm. My go-to baits when I'm pitching weeds and stuff is definitely going to be either the salamander, if it's clearer water, because it's sort of like a green. The salamander's a green. What's the It's a lizard baby bass, so it's actually a lighter green with like a beige belly. So a lighter green with a beige belly, black fleck in it. My go-to one I would have to say would be this watermelon red fleck. Watermelon red fleck crayfish. I only have 2, and there was a 5 count in there. Same with these. This was a 5 count. There's only 3 left, so I'm getting through the crayfish. And they also come in a great color, black with red fleck. Amazing. Haven't got to throw those yet, but next season I'm really hoping to. These baits are very unique, and I would definitely get your hands on them. And when you do, I suggest washing them after, because pretty oily. But that's what makes it so unique. And the holes down the bottom of the bait make it perfect. Reload, like I said. All that juice in the bottom, just give the bag a squeeze when your bait's out. Give it a little rub around, 30 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, and you're good to go for another couple hours. It's amazing. Reload scent technology, it's perfect. And I can't say enough good things about them. I got them last year. I was very new to them. One of the sponsors said, here's some baits that we end up selling back in Florida. I said, oh, okay, I might as well give them a shot. Like, they're bass baits. They look like bass baits, so might as well throw them. And, wow, was I impressed. Like, I couldn't get enough of pitching with these baits. Like, they just slide so well. These also make really good trailers. I didn't share these with my brother. So what I ended up doing is every one that ripped up towards the top, after I was finished punching or whatever, I'd give it to him, and he'd cut her right off about halfway down the bait. He'd cut her off, and he'd throw it on as a trailer, which works even better. I mean, you have to cut the sponge in half, but still that head's loaded with it, and halfway through that bait, again, is loaded with it. So he'd cut it off right about here, and he'd throw that on as a trailer, and it really bulked up the jig. Especially, it was really good for swim jigs, because you want a little bit of a bulkier jig, especially if you're throwing midsummer, all that kind of stuff. You want some a little bulkier to get through that weed, and it was amazing. It worked amazing, especially at Brawny. We were pitching and stuff like that, so that worked out. But like I said, guys, Stinky Fingers, you guys gotta give them a check out. They are just an incredible bait company, run down out of Florida. They catch reds on them all the time. They have many different products. I only ordered the bass ones because I'm not fishing redfish or sea trout. But they have swim baits. They have a whole line of stuff that you guys can go check out. And give them a follow on Twitter at Stinky Fingers Bait, SF Bait Co. Exactly how I said it. And yeah, you won't be disappointed with these baits. I wasn't disappointed with them, and it helped me produce throughout the season. So thanks, guys, and please go and check them out. That would be perfect. Thanks.